Today I will be looking at Gertie Sews Jiffy Dresses. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Arthelia's Vintage and Handmade. I'm really happy you've joined me today. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you like what you find and you stay around and subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Today I will be looking at Gertie Sews Jiffy Dresses. I have had a request to do a flip through in this book. I have not sewn from this book yet, so this is not a review. I am looking forward to starting with the Popover Dress. I've seen so many beautiful renditions of it on Facebook and Instagram, so I'm really excited. I have picked out my fabric that I'm going to use to give it a try, and I will share that with you at the end. But if you have not yet purchased this book and you are thinking about it but not sure if it will suit you, maybe this will help you to make a decision. I will put a link below that will direct you to be able to purchase it on Amazon.com. It will be an affiliate link, however it will not cost you any more to purchase it that way. It just gives me a little bit of a percentage that will help support this channel so I can continue to make you new videos. So just give me 1 second to set up the camera and we will get started. Okay, so here we are, Gertie Sews Jiffy Dresses. Lovely photographs as with all the Gertie books. Contents. And the first section is going to be the introduction, supplies and tools. So this is a perfect book for a beginner because it shows you everything that you need to get started. Basic sewing kit, other supplies that are helpful but not necessarily required, and then on to the fabrics. Which fabrics are most suitable, and also how to identify them, what cotton is, general categories of fabric, other fabric fibers, fabric care, and then getting ready to sew. Cutting your fabric on the grain, preparing your pattern pieces, dress construction, and the basics. How to do darts, pressing, seam finishes, gathering, dress construction, essential skills, what you need what you need to know how to do in order to make a basic dress. How to do lap zippers, inside construction of one of the dresses, buttons and buttonholes, trims and flourishes, the fun stuff. Pockets. This is gorgeous. I cannot wait to do this. I love this so much. Bows. How to fit yourself. Making a muslin. Adjusting your patterns. Part 2, wardrobe, about the patterns, the sizing of the patterns. I'll show that. Oh, this is Gertie's sizing. It is different from the big 4. So here's a little bit of a close-up of the measurements that she uses. You can also find this on her website. I will link that below. But if you'll notice, a bust on a size 16 is a 46, so that is quite large. compared to, this would be over a size, this would be about a 22 in one of the big 4 patterns. So if you see Gertie's patterns and say, oh, I mean, as far as her charm patterns, they only go up to a 16, but look what a 16 is. A 46 bust, a 38 waist, 50-inch hips. So please pay attention to that when you're choosing her patterns, because they are different than what you may be used to. The Popover Dress. This is the first one. I think it's absolutely adorable. This is the simple, basic one with the pockets and that you belt in, and you just add the little bows on the top. And she also gives you suggestions of other ways to do it. Back view. This is an alternate version with a gathered waist, shirred with elastic. So the book is progressive. It starts with easy and it just goes up from there. None of these are very difficult at all, but it starts with the easiest and goes up. The chemise dress is next. The inside, done with a square neckline and a belt. Done with a fringe cocktail as a fringe cocktail dress. Then the swirl dress. Basic version. Back view. My favorite version with the added pockets. The boat neck dress. Sheath in tweed. Party dress with flocked tulle skirt. Inside construction. The patio dress, another of my favorites. Short sleeve day dress, similar to the patio dress. And then the pattern maps. This is how you'll lay out your fabric. These are the finished garment measurements. You'll want to compare those to your measurements and make sure that the ease works out the way you want it to, that you're not having too much or too little. Her resources, acknowledgements, and the index. And then all your patterns are in this envelope right here. You can trace them off. If you're looking for tracing paper, I will link below to some wider tracing paper that is available that you can use. And that is that. Okay, so again, here's the popover dress. It's just an A-lined tent style dress that you wear a belt with, and it has these cute little ties on the shoulders and some adorable little patch pockets. It calls for 3.5 yards of a 44-inch wide fabric. I was wanting to do this in one of my quilting cottons, and of course I do not have any that are 3 1/3 yards. Most of my cuts are 3. I had a couple, but I've already chosen what I want to do with them. So what I have decided to do, the main one, I had one in mind that I wanted to use, is this cute kitty fabric. Isn't that adorable? Cute little kitties, little girl kitties. So what I decided to do, since it's only about 12 inches that I will be short, is to make the bulk of the dress in this, and according to the layout, it looks like the pockets and the shoulder ties are going to be the thing that I'm going to need extra fabric for. So I have this small cut of vintage red and white stripe that I thought paired with the little roses in the kitty, and I think this will be perfect for just an accent for the pockets and the bows. So I'm going to give that a try if I don't have enough to do the whole thing. Actually, even if I did have enough, I think this is going to be a cute combination. I love the idea of contrasting patch pockets. So that and the little bows in just a basic little stripe to bring out that little color right there, I think that's what I'm going to go with. So stay tuned. I will definitely review and share with you how I get on with making this. I'm really excited to get it started. Not exactly sure when I'm going to be able to work this in, but first things first, I'm going to toss this into the machine, get the fabric prepped, and see when I can get it onto the schedule. I have to trace out my pattern and get going. So if you liked this video, if you'd like to see more like this, please give it a thumbs up below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button and hit the little bell notification, the little notification bell that you can get notifications of when I put up new videos. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, bye!